Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Don't worry about this lighting right now, it's trash, I know. It's not the topic of this video. So I'm back working on this car again. It should have been done a long time ago. Should have been done as in like it should have been proper a long time ago. It's missing a bunch of stuff, but I did order a bunch of stuff for it, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's get to today's video. So I think for the past, like 6 months now, my car's been at high oil pressure. Inside the 350Z there's a gauge to show the oil pressure, and mine's been over like 120. I don't even know, not even 6 months actually. It's been like a year or something. I just never got around to doing it. It's really not that big of a deal, I would say. I know nothing's wrong with the car about the oil pressure. It's just the sensor that's bad. So if you have a 350Z and your oil pressure sensor is bad, then chances are you're seeing high oil pressure in the car, but you actually don't really have high oil pressure. So changing that out should probably fix the issue, I'm hoping. And if you're doing this, you might wanna, you should do it with your oil change, because you're gonna drain a lot of oil out anyways. Might as well just do it with your oil change. You get two things done at once. I don't mind my mom's mom containers. I don't know what these are. Everybody, if you know what it is, you know what it is. They're just mom containers. I don't know. So the first thing I do before I do this install is just pop the hood, take the oil cap off, release the pressure, because I'm gonna do an oil change while I'm at it too. But first thing after that is jack up this car. First, I'm gonna try to take out the oil pressure sensor. Take that one out. I have the new part. Here's the new part. This is from Rock Auto. It's Intermotor, genuine import parts. I don't know, it's pretty standard. It's just an oil pressure sensor. Nothing too major. This is what it looks like. So this part goes actually into, I think, the oil pan, and this part connects to a connector and goes up to the car. So it sends a reading of the oil pressure. So to get to the oil pressure sensor, I'll show you in a minute, but there is a 24 millimeter, actually I don't need to show you in a minute. I'll show you where it is, but to get to the oil pressure sensor, this top part, I believe it's a 24 millimeter, so you could use an open wrench if you have one. I can't find mine, so I have this guy right here. This should work. I mean, I could probably, or you can use an adjustable wrench to just adjust the 24 millimeters, and you can get that right. Alright, so I'm under the car, and as far as where the oil pressure sensor is, this is your oil pan, that's the drain plug, your oil filter is right here, and the oil pressure sensor is it's right here. That's it. I don't know if you can see it, but this one's it. I'm trying to hold light with one hand, and this is getting really hard, but it's that thing over there. Alright, so I got it out after a lot of wiggling and trying to get through. This is the old one. This is what it looks like. It's all gunky and it's bad. This one here is the new one. It's the same exact shape and size, so pretty sure it's just plug and play. Nothing changing here, it's the same. The only thing that you want to watch out for, like if you can see it, if you can see here the bolt wasn't fully threaded in, you want to make sure that the new one is sitting at the exact same spot as the old one. So I don't know, it's just a measure of safety, I guess. Alright, so I replaced everything I was supposed to. Well, it was just the oil pressure sensor. I put it back in, tightened it up about to where it was before, counted the threads or counted the space between, you know, how much was left. And I'm just gonna do a quick oil change. So after that, I'll test if the oil pressure sensor actually works. And we should be getting about, I think it's like close to like 60 at idle, something like that. Right now mine's like over the 120 bar, so I'll definitely know if it works or not. Also, if you're gonna do this, just get yourself the 22 or 24 millimeter open end wrench, whatever it is, I don't remember, but don't waste your time with the adjustable wrench. It's a pain to work with. It's already really tight under there, so just having to, you know, put it in and then adjust it, just makes it a lot worse. So if you can get your hands on a 22 to 24 mil, or I forget which one it is, 22 or 24 mil, whatever, just get that one. Get the open end fixed, the wrench, the open end one. Before I put the car back down, it's still jacked up as you see. Before I put it down, I want to make sure the oil pressure sensor works and everything is good, and then I'll put the car back down and that'll be it. Let's go check if the oil pressure sensor is good. Alright, so this is a good sign. Still at 0. Now I'm going to start up the car and see if the oil pressure goes up above 120 like it used to. Whoops. If it goes above 120 like it used to, or it should stay around like the middle, like 60. Alright, so we're getting about, I would say like 80 psi. From what I can tell from the odometer, I don't get an exact number, but it looks like it's 80 psi, which is normal because the car's been sitting for like 2 days. So on a cold start, that's pretty good. Also, I heard that the type of oil you use also matters. I'm using 5W30 Mobil 1 oil, but yeah, from what I know and what I read online, a little bit higher than 60, or the middle point. A little bit higher than that, around like 80 to 85 psi. Sounds normal. I'll take it out for a drive tomorrow and see if that drops to like 30, 40, or 50 psi, which should be, I'm guessing what it should be. But that'll be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please don't forget to like the video. If you don't like it, dislike it, doesn't matter. Subscribe if you haven't already. And also, I'm ordering way more parts for this car, and actually, some are actually here, and some are on the way. So if you want to see more content about this car, I'm trying to keep it consistent, trying to keep it moving. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Peace.